Hey guys, today we plunge into the sands of ancient Egypt, where the Giza Plateau looms under a sky that feels too vast, too knowing. You stand before the Great Pyramid, its limestone blocks glowing faintly in the dawn, each one heavier than a house, stacked with precision that makes your modern tools seem like toys. The air hums, almost like it's whispering secrets from the stars. Were these pyramids just tombs or something more, beacons for beings from beyond? You'll doubt every stone by the end of this. So, before you get started, take a moment to like the video and subscribe, but only if you genuinely enjoy what I do here. Drop your location and local time in the comments. I'm curious where you're joining from. Now, sharpen your wits and let's unravel today's story together. You tread the Giza Plateau, sand crunching underfoot, the Sphinx staring with eyes that seem to track you. The pyramid's alignment with Orion's belt isn't just a fun fact. It's a mainstream obsession. Ancient Egyptians mapped their monuments to mirror the stars, a feat demanding math that feels oddly advanced for 2500 BCE. You pause at the Great Pyramid's base, its 2.3 million blocks fitted so tightly a razor blade can't slip between them. Scholars still argue whether human hands alone could achieve this, or if some cosmic aid was involved. A quirky tidbit: some fringe theorists point to the pyramid's capstone, once gold and now missing, claiming it was a conductor for alien signals. You smirk. Sounds wild, but the precision here does make you wonder. You circle the second pyramid, Khafre's, its peak still capped with weathered limestone, glinting like it's hiding something. The air feels charged, as if the stones themselves pulse with secrets. Mainstream fact: the Giza pyramids were built using ramps and levers, but no one agrees on how workers moved 50-ton blocks with such accuracy. You imagine laborers chanting under starlight, but your mind drifts to a stranger image: lights in the sky, guiding the stones. A fringe idea floats around. The pyramid's internal chambers resonate at frequencies matching Earth's magnetic field. Could they be tuning forks for cosmic visitors? You chuckle, but the thought lingers. Scholars debate whether the pyramid's layout mimics a galactic map, with some insisting it's just cultural astronomy, others whispering of extraterrestrial blueprints. You step into a shadow, noticing how the pyramid's edges align with cardinal points, precise to a fraction of a degree. It's eerie, like the stones know more than you do. You climb a low rise, Giza's third pyramid, Menkaur's, in view, smaller but no less mysterious. The desert wind carries a faint hum, or is that your imagination? You spot tool marks on a nearby block. Mainstream Egyptologists says copper chisels did this, but the cuts are so clean they spark doubts. A quirky claim: some say Giza's underground tunnels, unmapped to this day, were portals for alien tech, not just storage. You grin at the idea, picturing glowing ships beneath the sand. Scholars still argue whether these tunnels served ritual purposes or something beyond human ken. You gaze skyward, where Orion's stars seem to pulse, mirroring the pyramids below. The plateau feels alive, like it's waiting for you to catch up to its truth. Every step pulls you deeper into the question: were these monuments built for pharaohs or for gods from the stars? You leave Giza's looming pyramids behind, their cosmic shadows still tugging at your thoughts, and journey south to Saqqara. The desert sun beats down as you approach the step pyramid, older than Giza's wonders, its tiered silhouette jagged against the horizon. You clutch a small replica of an Ankh, the cross-like symbol of life, its loop gleaming faintly in your hand. Mainstream fact: The ankh was a sacred symbol in ancient Egypt, often held by gods and pharaohs in tomb art, carved into walls to promise eternal life. But here's the quirky twist. Some fringe researchers swear certain ankhs, found in Saqqara's tombs, glowed under starlight, as if charged by otherworldly energy. You raise an eyebrow, glowing artifacts. Sounds like sci-fi, but you're hooked. Scholars still argue whether the ankh's design mimics a celestial device or just a cultural icon. You trace its smooth edges, wondering if it's more than a symbol, if it's a key to the stars. You step into a Saqqara tomb, the air cool and heavy with dust, the walls etched with ankhs that seem to pulse in the dim torchlight. Your fingers brush the stone, and you imagine priests chanting here, their voices echoing through millennia. Mainstream Egyptology tells us Saqqara's tombs were built to honor the dead, with intricate hieroglyphs guiding souls to the afterlife. But a fringe theory makes you pause. Some claim the ankh's loop mirrors a circuit, a receiver for cosmic signals. You chuckle. Ancient Wi-Fi? Yet the idea sticks as you notice the ankh's precise symmetry, too perfect for mere decoration. Scholars debate whether these symbols were purely spiritual or encoded advanced knowledge from visitors above. You hold your replica tighter, its weight grounding you, but your mind drifts to a night sky filled with strange lights, guiding priests to craft these enigmatic crosses. You emerge from the tomb, the ankh still in your grip, and stand beneath Saqqara's endless stars. The desert feels alive, whispering secrets through the wind. A mainstream tidbit: Saqqara's step pyramid, designed by Imhotep, was the world's first stone monument, a prototype for Giza's grandeur. But the quirky claim hits harder. A rare ankh found here, now in a Cairo museum, reportedly hummed when placed near quartz crystals, as if tuned to an alien frequency. You smirk, picturing Indiana Jones chasing glowing relics, but the thought lingers. Why quartz? Scholars still argue whether Saqqara's artifacts were ritual tools or something more, perhaps gifts from star gods. You look up, stars twinkling in patterns that feel deliberate, and wonder if the ankh in your hand once connected priests to beings beyond Earth. The mystery deepens, pulling you toward the final clues. You stand in Abydos, the ankh still heavy in your hand, its glow a faint memory as you face the temple of Seti I. The walls are alive with hieroglyphs, their carvings sharp under the moonlight, each symbol a whisper from the past. Mainstream fact: Abydos was a sacred site, its temples built to honor Osiris, with glyphs detailing rituals to connect earth and sky. But a quirky twist grabs you. Some carvings here, dubbed the Abydos helicopter glyphs, look eerily like modern machines: a helicopter, a tank, maybe a spaceship. You grin, imagining ancient artists doodling UFOs, but the detail is uncanny. Scholars still argue whether these are eroded symbols or deliberate depictions of advanced tech. You trace a glyph resembling a craft, its lines too precise for coincidence, and feel a chill. Were these etchings messages from star gods, meant for you to decode? You move deeper into the temple, torchlight flickering over glyphs that seem to pulse with intent. The air grows thick, as if the stones themselves are watching. Mainstream Egyptology notes that Abydos carvings include star maps, aligning temples with constellations like Sirius, revered as a divine marker. A fringe idea sparks your curiosity. Some claim these glyphs encode coordinates, not just for stars, but for distant worlds where visitors originated. You chuckle. Interstellar GPS? Yet the patterns feel too deliberate, too complex for mere ritual. Scholars debate whether these carvings reflect astronomical precision or cosmic communication. You pause at a glyph of a winged figure, its eyes oddly elongated, almost alien. Remember that glowing ankh from Saqqara? Its loop mirrors a shape here, linking the sites in a stellar puzzle. You sense the truth is close, hidden in these ancient lines. You step outside, the desert sky a canvas of stars, Abydos glyphs burning in your mind. Mainstream fact: Egyptian priests used precise astronomy to time rituals, their calendars tracking Sirius' rise with eerie accuracy. But a quirky claim stops you cold. Some say Abydos' deepest carvings, rarely shown, depict beings with elongated skulls, holding tools unlike any from Egypt's past. You smirk, picturing little green men sketching blueprints for pharaohs, but the image lingers. Scholars still argue whether these figures were gods, ancestors, or something extraterrestrial. You look up, stars aligning with the temple's axis, and feel a connection. Giza's pyramids, Saqqara's ankh, Abydos glyphs, all tied to the cosmos. The truth dawns. These weren't just monuments but beacons, signaling to star gods who left their mark. You stand frozen, the desert wind carrying echoes of ancient voices, the glyph's secrets unraveling in your mind. Giza's pyramids, Saqqara's glowing ankh, Abydos' cryptic carvings. They form a cosmic tapestry, each thread a clue to visitors from beyond. The stars above pulse, as if answering the stones below. You imagine priests gazing skyward, their ankhs humming, glyphs etched to record a truth too vast for their time. Were these sites built to honor the dead or to call the stars? The evidence, star-aligned pyramids, circuit-like ankhs, machine-shaped glyphs, points to a civilization touched by something otherworldly. You clutch the ankh replica, its weight now a promise of answers still out there. The mystery doesn't end. It deepens, urging you to look up, to wonder what watches back. Egypt's sands hold their secrets tight, but the stars might yet speak.